What up? What it do, y'all? Fullblast Radio, we back in the building. Fullblast Fanatics Sports Show. You see the shirt, Word up. Shout out to the homie, Queen City G. We are here, y'all, every Sunday. Every Monday, this is what we do. Sports talk. But this week is a special week, y'all. A special week because Thursday is the 49th birthday of the culture we come to love, hip-hop. So we're going to be celebrating all week with a lot of shows geared towards hip-hop. We're going to have some hip-hop stuff on today's show. You know, sports and hip-hop go hand in hand. They've been for decades. Word up. Shout out to the tribe, everybody in the building. Party Boy, D Mario, what up, Big Country? Chris, Big Country, let me mod you up, bro. You tribe. Shout out to Buddha, Game of Death. What up, Queen City? How was your weekend, brother?
It was wonderful, man. Like, closer we get to football, man. A little tease with that preseason game.
Yeah. Although it was the Jaguars, but we take what we can get. You know.
I texted you. You was like, I'm trying to find a game. I was like, yo, Jacksonville look terrible. I know it's preseason, but they gonna be trash.
You can still tell. And they had such an upbeat conversation, with the quarterback, and now that he got, his former college teammate with him.
Yeah.
They're gonna splash and make some running. But it's like, damn, I don't know.
To their defense, neither one of them played. They sat out a lot of starters.
Right.
But some of the mistakes they made compared to the Raiders, it was like night and day. It looked like one team had been in camp for 3 weeks, and the Jags looked like they just got together last night.
Word. They look like Bishop Sycamore after a night of drinking.
They did.
But shoot, we take it. Like I said, man, I watched the worst teams during football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And speaking of the worst teams, shout out to Don Burr. Hard Knock Life, August 9th, 10 p.m., Detroit versus everybody.
Yes, sir.
People, let's tune in to the train wreck. We want to see accidents. People slow down on the highway. We want to watch it, so we're going to watch it.
I'm going to watch. Everybody watches Hard Knocks because you're fiending for football, man.
Yeah.
Like the one they did with the Colts during the season.
Mm-mm.
I didn't watch it that much because the season was starting. It was too much already going on.
It was already going. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But if it's your team, obviously, if you're a Colts fan, that's a good inside look at your team from week to week.
Yeah.
But like the one that come on before the season starts, everybody is watching that. You want to see who get cut, who gonna be the clown. You're gonna see the rookie talent show and all of that.
Word. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, man. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to Detroit Lions. We're gonna C Money. What up, C Money? He said salute. I'm out. Oh shoot.
Salute, C Money. Salute Tavares. This is Tavares in the chat.
Oh, what up, Tavares?
Tavares Brock. Salute. The real game of death in the building.
No doubt.
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
So yeah, man, let's get right to it, y'all. We got some NFL updates, obviously, what everyone's talking about, every day. Deshaun Watson, in the mouth of a lot of people. Suspension. NFL appeals ruling that Watson should be suspended for 6 games. Goodell has appointed former New Jersey Attorney General Peter C. Harvey to hear the appeal. Remember when you said if Roger Goodell was supposed to be the dude behind all this appealing going on, why are they getting other people? Why is this guy? Ain't you supposed to be the one that's it's like he's passing the buck once again.
Yeah, it all goes back to the CBA, man. That the players' union, the NFL Players Association, man, agreed to this format, man. And it defeats the purpose of having a third-party arbitrator. If the NFL can say, we refuse that ruling that she made and put it back in the hands of Roger Goodell, who works for the owners. Let's be clear. He works for the owners. He doesn't work for the players. He works for the owners. So then you give him the chance to appoint someone else. Dude, you know what I've been watching a lot of, Tiger, that just reminds me of, man. You know, on the app I gave, you know, you can go back and watch all kinds of sitcoms. Mm-hmm. I started over watching the sitcom Dallas from season 1, episode 1. Yo.
Dallas, the old
Dallas, J.R. Ewing Dallas, dog.
Who shot J.R.?
Yo. J.R. Ewing is wicked. but that's what that reminds me of. Like, you give this dude the opportunity to hand it off to somebody else to make the decision, then what was the point of using the federal female judge? Because this dude is going to come back with what the NFL wants, which is going to be a year-long suspension.
Right.
It makes no sense. I don't understand why they agreed to that, man. If it's a third-party arbitrator, then what the third-party arbitrator decides should be word.
That's the word. Yeah. Yeah, man. So, you know, I mean, so you saying it said the NFL PA could sue and prolong the case beyond a 6-game suspension, and Watson would be allowed to play until a decision is made.
Yes.
So that means so before the season starts, they can, you know, do like what they said, and he can technically start playing in week 1.
So it's gonna be like it could be like the Zeke Elliott situation. So the NFL is gonna come back with this ruling, most likely. Peter C. Harvey is just like a good old boy that JR calls up on the phone and got him in his pocket.
Yeah.
I need you to rule against Cliff Barnes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. So he's going to come back with a year-long suspension. And the NFLPA now is going to sue. Now, that means the stay for the 6 games is still in place, I think, while they're in court.
Right.
So it depends on how long they solve that. So that means they would have 6 games, the length of 6 games to determine that the lawsuit is frivolous and still sit him out. Or it can go past that, and if they hadn't decided yet, the last ruling that was given was the 6 games. So he could start playing, but then when the court rules, then if they pull him off, they can pull him off.
Okay, so he could play. He could technically play like the first 3 games. Then if they stick with the ruling, then he's out the next 6 games.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So it's crazy, man. You know, that's what's about to happen. Peter Harvey is going to give him a year. NFLPA is going to sue. It's going to go to court. How quick can they get it resolved? If they can get it resolved and get the ruling upheld for a year-long suspension, he's never going to touch the field.
Right.
If they don't, or by some God-forsaken occurrence that the court rules in Deshaun Watson's favor and gives him less than 6 games, which would never happen, I would doubt, or says 6 games is upheld, then he would come back after that. But, I mean, it's senseless, man. What's the use in having an arbitrator, man, if it's going to defer back to him?
Word.
Tom Burr.
I know.
Don't get timed out, Tom Burr. I need you to be able to be on the stream when the Lions and Jets play.
Man, I hope to God, man. I'm telling you.
You gotta win that one. Like I gotta beat Florida State. Because The first time I ever watched the game with B-Dub, they lucked up and won. He wasn't there for the 52-10 drubbing the year before that, and the 4 straight wins before that. So I got to have that one.
Yeah, we both got battles.
Got to have that one.
So so in other news, man, we got man, this is crazy because we keep hearing about Deshaun Watson. I'm like, I really forgot about Brian Flores. You know what I mean? What was going down? NFL was pursuing arbitration, which would make Roger Goodell or his designee decision maker in the case, just like Deshaun Watson.
Same thing.
Yeah.
But Hardy Boy mentioned earlier that NFL got Loretta Lynch representing them in the Brian Flores lawsuit. And you can pull her up and see who she is, but she's representing the NFL in that case. Mm-hmm. But I mean, this quote that I found right here, man, is so dope, man. Shout out to William Gold IV, Professor Emeritus at Stanford, yo. Like, this is his take on this whole arbitration and then deferring back to Goodell. I mean, it's ridiculous, man.
Exactly.
I mean, it's literally saying this: I dismiss you or I discriminate against you, and then I appoint myself as judge to determine whether it was fair or not. I mean, who ever heard of such a thing? It's not consistent with due process or equitable process.
Right.
It's an outrage, man. Like, I mean, as much as we love the NFL, man, the only way they're going to be able to get equality in that CBA is to strike. And I've been saying this. As true NFL fans, if we want them to get a fair collective bargaining agreement, we got to be willing to do without football. Because at that point, it's going to be billionaires versus millionaires. And the owner's going to lock them out and say, let's see how long they can wait.
Yeah. Yeah, because we got our money.
They got their money. The owners, the people that own teams, that's not their only business. It's a hobby to them. Now, you got some groups that come together, but the teams that have one sole owner, oh, you best believe that's a hobby. That's a hobby, dog.
Yeah, it's not like he's like, yeah, I got $2 billion owned by this team, and now I got zero in the bank account.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. But yeah, man, I mean, I would be willing, to endure a strike, man. Because they got to get universal health care, and they got to get this personal conduct policy right, man.
Yeah, but they can smoke weed, so it's cool.
They gave them that. It's crazy.
Maurice Smith is like Gene Upshaw. He's a joke.
I mean, any of those people that they appoint are only as good as what the players are willing to accept. Mm-hmm. They get to vote on what they agree to or not.
Yeah.
And Chris, I get it. They are protected by some type of antitrust laws. But when it comes to the CBA agreement, if the players say no and don't play, they can't stop them from doing that. Right. They just got to be willing to wait it out. The owners can afford to give up a season. Can NFL players that supporting generations of families do that?
Wow.
I mean, it really, just like they do the little seminars for the rookies on how to spend their money, they need to add one on there about saving for the strike, man. Like, stop buying 8 cars, man. Stop buying 8 cars, man, and all the same color.
Yeah. $100,000 chains and shit.
Yes, man. I mean, they got to store up for the strike, man, if they're ever going to get equality, man, in that CBA, man. That's the only way.
Right.
The rookie symposium, Chris. Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. But that shouldn't be just for rookies. It needs to be something for all players to come together to say, what they really can do is all get together and pool their money into an account, into a fund, the rainy day fund for the strike. What if they did that? The owners couldn't stop them from doing that.
Hell no.
Let's come together. Let's put a pool of money together. You know, based on what you make, you pay a percentage of what you can afford to pay into the fund. And in the event strike comes, then we'll have funds to distribute, you know, if needed.
Right.
You know? But currently, the way it's constructed, man, it's just, you know what, it's the house in the field, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's the house in the field. And we marvel at how much money they make. Just think about somebody that's in a position to pay a quarterback $230 million guaranteed and know that he could be suspended for the year.
Word.
So just think about that, man. Like, that's the type of money you're going up against, man. Like,
and it's the Browns.
The Browns.
And they doing that. So, like you say, money they got, man. Burn. Got money to burn.
Yo.
NFL strips the Dolphins of 2023 first round pick. These dummies, bro. Fined Stephen Ross $1.5 million for tampering with Tom Brady and Sean Payton. Following a 6-month investigation, the league found the Dolphins, primarily the team owner, Stephen Ross, and the vice chairman, limited partner, Bruce Beal, violated the anti-tampering policy on 3 occasions from 2019 to 2022 in conversations with quarterback Brady and the agent for then New Orleans Saints coach Sean Payton. But I mean, what they trying to get them to come over to play for the Dolphins? Like what was the tampering? Like what were they doing?
Yeah. So here's the problem I have with that though, Tiger. Like, I want to say, I heard Jalen Rose say the whole issue with tampering is the league will get mad at what the Lakers are doing and put OKC on probation. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like in college, they would do that. Like get mad at USC and put Cleveland State on probation. Like how many? There are relationships that people have. Stephen Ross, the Dolphins owner, went to Michigan. Tom Brady went to Michigan. So if they talk about him coming there and it's during the period that they're not supposed to talk, what's the difference to him talking to him about that 2 days before that period starts? That's the part that's stupid to me.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to change the fact on whether or not he was going to go there or not. It was a better situation for him to go to Tampa. So he didn't come to Miami, but they talked about it.
Right.
I mean, it's just so stupid, man. It's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. And I just think, like, I don't know.
Part was that Tom Shady didn't say anything about it either.
Nah, he didn't say anything about it.
I don't know.
He didn't say anything about it, you know. He know that he talked to him. The problem is they got caught during the period they weren't supposed to talk. But what's the difference in what I'm saying is, what's the difference in that conversation? Other than when it took place.
Right.
You know,
he ain't going to Miami anyway.
Yeah. Now the first round draft pick is critical because it's a lot of good quarterbacks coming out next year. And if Tua don't get it done, you see that from Dubs. Be Dub crazy, man.
Be Dub on alert.
He is.
I better stand up and start mixing. One more yawn, I'm gonna be counting sheep like Biden. Wants to do a 5-hour 80s hip hop set and roll right into a sports show after jet lag. I wonder why I'm yawning, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, I slept good.
Yeah.
No, I ain't lying. I stayed up late. Because I had a COVID test. Because when I fuck off the plane, my cousin texted everyone and was like, yo, 2 more friends just told me they had COVID. We were hanging out the night before the funeral. But he was masked up for the funeral, but he had COVID. He didn't know.
Gotcha.
So I was like, oh, shoot. So I couldn't even see. Maybe when I came in, I had to take the test and was waiting in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So by the time I took it, I was done. She was asleep. So then I was up with my sons at like 2 a.m. But then I woke up at 8. So I did get up kind of early. So maybe that's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna get caught slipping like Biden.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Dub, I ain't gonna let him go out like that.
Yeah. Oh man.
But I mean, the tampering. The biggest thing is the draft pick. Like I said, the loss of a first round draft pick next year, with them not knowing that Tua is the guy, and it's a strong quarterback draft next year. That could hurt. But finding him $1.5 million, what is that gonna do?
Yeah.
Now, the Sean Payton thing is real. You know, like I said last show, Sean Payton is Phil Jackson of football, dog.
Word up.
I'm not playing. I'm not coaching nowhere. I ain't got no quarterback. Salute Robert Gant. D. Maley in the building.
D. Maley, West Side. What up?
What's up? But yeah, man, I mean, that tampering, man, I mean, that's something you could find everybody in the NFL guilty of.
These fines, bro. Like I was just about to ask you, and I was like, why are you talking? I'm gonna Google this. 1.5 million. So I was like, let me Google because I think we asked that question.
Mm-hmm.
Where did this money go? Because we was like, man, it was probably going to pockets. So apparently, this is from thementalfloss.com. The NFL has a reputation for being little overzealous and levying fines against players and coaches. Bears wide receiver at the time, Brandon Marshall, was fined $5,250 for wearing green shoes during the game to recognize Mental Health Awareness Week. According to league rules, all uniform changes had to be pre-cleared, so that's why they fined him. Where does the money go? According to the NFL, all money collected from fines go to charitable causes, including supporting his retired players. In a 2010 statement, the NFL responded to public comments from then Pittsburgh Steelers safety Ryan Clark, who publicly challenged the NFL to give back fine money in the event of a player lockout. They clarified that all on-field fines go to the NFL Player Care Foundation, which provides medical, emotional, and financial assistance to retired NFL players.
Then why are they struggling then? Why do we have so many of them that have CTE that are going bankrupt?
Yeah.
If you're doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. It's easy for them to say that, but like, I would like to see that in action. Like, why not have a commercial with this is what NFL fines and funds are doing? Like,
right.
If I was in the NFL PA, I want to know. I want to see where my money was going. I don't know, man.
Yeah. I'm not taking that shit with a grain of salt.
Yeah, me either. Salute, Sneed Mobile Tech in the building.
Oh, what up? What up, Sneed? Good to see you, man.
What up?
Good to see you.
Hardy boy, I feel you, man. I mean, Sean Payton, Greg Williams did have that D, but Sean Payton is a Super Bowl winning coach, man. He's an upgrade. He's an upgrade over most coaches in the league. And he will be without a job for 1 second.
Hardy boy just loving that collision.
Yeah.
Things made where what's the name ran it in the last second.
Oh yeah.
With the Vikings.
Yeah.
Saints.
Yeah.
That was a crazy ass play.
Yeah, it was.
Word up.
It was.
Yo, big shout out to Chris. He always giving us some dope info. And I was just talking about how my son got me into F1 Formula Racing. Big up to the star F1, Lewis Hamilton, joins the new Denver Broncos ownership group. 7-time Formula One champion will now have ownership stake in the Broncos, y'all. That's dope.
Yes, sir.
He joins former United States Secretary Condoleezza Rice, who who joined the group also as an investor last month. So I guess Kanye and your boy didn't get to buy the Broncos, right? Because they were trying to buy the Broncos.
They were trying to buy the
crazy
Broncos.
ass AB.
Yeah. That wasn't gonna happen.
Nah. Like you're gonna have us wearing $800 homeless clothes for practice and shit. Hell out of here.
Or doing that little whack dance she was doing. Me and Cooks was talking about when we did the show. Man, he was at Rolling Loud Tiger. I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but he did a set with his little songs, man.
You talking about Kanye?
No, I'm talking about AB.
Oh, AB. Oh, yeah. Supposedly he got, straight trash,
Oh,
right?
God, it was god awful, man. The outfit, the little dance he was doing. He was rapping over the record with the words playing and still wasn't saying the words. And
he was another member of Dipset.
He had a hype dude with him that wasn't helping with the words. You know, if you the hype dude.
Well, you don't say the word and they supposed to say it. It was just blank air, right? Dummy, you fired. You supposed to be the hype man. I hate that, bro. You hear the dude and then they don't say it. Like, bro, help me out here.
That's what you out here for.
But he probably didn't know them trash ass lyrics. That's probably why.
Man, that was hard to watch, man.
And you know what, man, about that? His shit gonna get streamed because it's him.
Yeah.
You know, you got people that watch him and follow him, so that shit gonna get streamed. Not on Fullblast, it won't.
Nah.
But yeah, man, whatever. Steelers signed hold in wide receiver DeAndre Johnson to a contract extension worth up to $39.5 million if he reaches incentives, including $27 million guaranteed. Johnson was in the final year of his rookie contract, will become a free agent in 2025. Dope.
Big contract for him, man. Especially going into a year with a new quarterback, man. Like, he was Roethlisberger's guy out of that slot. But I love the holding in, man. I love the holding in. I like that. I like that new term.
Holding in.
Word.
Cowboys wide receiver James Watson already out 6 to 10 weeks with a fractured foot. Hey, you know, that's why we don't do the draft until 2 days before the game.
Exactly. And unfortunately, it's going to be a lot more injuries. We ain't played but one preseason game.
Word.
They ain't even started practicing with other teams yet. That's when the injuries happen, because that's when they get real intense, when you start doing the practice against other teams.
So technically, he'll probably return in what, week 5 or 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at it for the most, yeah. And Broncos wide receiver Tim Patrick will miss the season due to a torn ACL. Damn. That's gotta be. I mean, obviously, you're not gonna compare it if you tear your ACL, you know, in week 4 or 5, and say, oh, you know, this is better than tearing it in preseason where I didn't get to play first. You're not thinking that, but us talking about it now, and this dude was like, yo, I didn't even get to play a game yet, and I'm going to miss the whole season before it starts. That's got to be heartbreaking, bro.
Gotta be. Man.
Yeah. So Judy's going to be the number 1.
Yep. That puts Jerry Judy up, man.
Yeah.
Puts Jerry Judy up. Cortland Sutton. For the Broncos. Yeah. But, you know, that's 2 teams. That's why I got this next chat question.
Yeah.
The Cowboys and the Broncos, they need a wide receiver. Jerry Jones already came out and said they're going to hold Pat. But, like, dude, you need receivers, man.
Wait, Jerry Jones came out and said what?
They were holding Pat. They weren't going to go in free agency and try to pick up a wide receiver. They're going to go with people in camp.
He didn't say holding that nigga Pat? Dude, wasn't he in the news saying something crazy?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. So yeah, chat question, y'all, for the chat. What team will be the best fit for free agent wide receiver OBJ? You don't think he's gonna the Rams are not gonna sign him back?
The Rams would want him back, but he would probably get less money because they got Allen Robinson, they got Van Jefferson. I mean, they got they stacked Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. They're talking about they want him, but like where he is in his career coming off that injury, he's probably gonna try to get the best contract he can get.
Right. I don't know, man. Like, I would say the Cowboys, like on paper, but I don't know. I don't know if that would like fit as far as like the chemistry and everything. I don't know. Hey.
His personality, man. I don't know. That might be for Dallas. I mean, you already know. You just magnified with that star on your helmet.
Yeah. You know, with Dez, with T.O., you know.
Yeah. I think the Broncos.
T.O. got a short end of the stick. I thought he got a lot of blame. He shouldn't have got blamed, especially from the bozo Willie Beeman in the Super Bowl with the Eagles. You know.
Throwing up in the huddle.
Yeah.
True.
On the Niners. I think I like that better than the Cowboys. What do you think? Because you got Debo, you got, so because like you said, he wasn't the number one on the Rams. He wouldn't be the number one on the Niners, but
yeah. I kind of like Green Bay, Hardy boy. I kind of like Green Bay. I think
I don't know, Reed. I think OBJ has gotten wiser. I think all that nonsense was like years ago, especially with the Giants. And I don't know. I think he's matured. What do you think?
I think he's matured, son. I think he had to coming to the Rams. Like, dude, Cooper Kupp is one.
Yeah.
Get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
I mean, and
you'll be back on the Browns.
Exactly. In Cleveland, the number 2 receiver was his best friend in Jarvis Landry. So that was a whole different dynamic, man. And he was balling out in the Super Bowl before he got hurt.
Yeah, that OBJ versus Josh Norman, that shit was. And I can't stand Josh Norman. I can't stand him. But OBJ was acting just as crazy. I was like, will y'all get these two the fuck off the field?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was insane, man.
Yeah.
That was nothing but light-skinned nigga emotions.
Well, Sneed, I'm not saying we're gonna make him an NFLPA president. I'm just saying he's more mature than he was, man.
Yeah.
In New York and the boat trip and all of that stuff that was going on.
Yeah. We just comparing from then to now.
Yeah, I think he's been humble.
Yeah.
For sure.
Obviously, Sneed is not a fan.
yeah, but I mean, I get it. Like,
I get it too. I ain't mad at him.
I'm not saying he's gonna be a locker room leader. I'm trying to think about where he could get in and add on to what you already got, like he did with the Rams.
Right.
And if that's the case, Green might be too much pressure in Green Bay because they searching for a 1.
Yeah.
You need to go somewhere where it's already a 1.
Yeah. What was there any? Because when we heard from Cheetah, what he was saying about his former quarterback, has Devontae said anything about A-Rod since he went on the Raiders? Right? There was no bad boy thing. It was money, right? Was it basically money, right?
Yeah. They still cool, man. I think Derek Carr might have been the only other quarterback he would have left for because they played together.
Right.
They played in college together.
Right.
At Fresno State.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering,
Yeah.
Whenever it's like, a top receiver leaves, you think, is it anything other than, chemistry? Because obviously their chemistry was, they ain't had to look at the playbook. You know, and I heard Aaron Rodgers say that about him. So that's why I was like, damn, after, you know, it was official that he was staying, then it was a week later he left. So I was like, that kind of threw me off.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Chris says he'll be a good fit in KC, and Juju Smith-Schuster's already there. Odds too many. Josh Gordon is still there. Like, I don't know about that, man. And then Hardy Boy Lazard never been one.
But Andy Reid wouldn't put up with that BS anyway. So
Nah. I'm looking to see if Juju gonna be doing them videos, them TikTok videos before the game. I bet you that won't happen.
You know where he gonna be doing them if he do it? See what I'm doing? I'm sitting down on the bench. That's where he gonna be doing them.
But Hardy Boy Lazard has never been a one.
Nah.
Now that I think about it, if he goes to Green Bay, man, it's gonna be because Lazard drops balls, man. He drops balls.
Word.
I don't know, man. That's a good question, man. Denver, I don't know. Maybe he goes back to the Rams. It's crazy.
So, yo, man, we got the 2022 NFL Hall of Fame class induction. Shout out to the 8 members. The 8 new members joined Pro Football's most exclusive club.
Ooh.
Big salute, man. We have offensive tackle Tony Bassell, receiver Cliff Branch, safety Leroy Butler, linebacker Sam Mills, defensive lineman Richard Seymour, and Bryant Young, coach Dick Tears Vermeil, on-field official Art McNally.
Dope.
Yeah, man.
No class, man.
When I saw during the preseason game, I saw when they had Dick Vermeil. I was like, oh, word? Like, I know, he won the Super Bowl, Rams, but what do you think he's deserving?
Yeah, man. I think back to show we did a while back. Remember, we looked at all of the people that were nominated, and we talked about who we thought would get in.
Right.
And I think I had Tony Baselli out, and I want to say I had Sam Mills not getting in. But once I looked at the stats and heard the stories, I think they were all deserving. I mean, a lot of people know Vermeil from the Rams, but his turnaround rate of teams was amazing. What he did with the Eagles hadn't been to the playoffs in double-digit seasons.
Right.
And he took them to the Super Bowl. And then what he did with the Rams, and then even what he did with the Chiefs. A lot of people forget, he made the Chiefs a playoff team. And just the type of dude he is, man. Like, when I saw the list, I was like, because for me, honestly, man, I'm a football junkie. And I watch the speeches. Me and wifey I watch them, and she always is like, you need some tissue. Because, especially when my Canes go in. That one year, Michael Irvin, Jimmy Johnson, when she brought me a whole box of tissue. Because, if you passionate for it, man, and you human, you can't help but to feel the emotion. Yep. And I thought Dick Vermeil would have had the best speech, but shout out to B-Dub's boy, Bryant Young, B.Y. had the best speech, hands down, man. Talked about, man, his kids, and then, he had a very serious leg injury. They almost had to amputate his leg.
Right.
And he came back the next year and was on comeback player of the year. In his first year, his rookie year, he was on that dynasty team that went to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl. But he was talking about his 6th child, Kobe, man, that lost his son to cancer, man.
Yeah, man.
Dude, when he was telling that story and was like, he's going in 22. His son's favorite number was 22. And how he would have wanted him to be there.
You ain't human if you didn't feel that, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't a dry eye in the building.
Word.
Yeah, wasn't a dry eye in the building on that.
Word up. So, we had the one of the exciting preseason NFL Hall of Fame game. The illustrious Jaguars versus the Raiders. Gave Josh McDaniels a happy homecoming. Beat the Jags 27-11, but most of the starters for both teams sat out. Raiders looked good. Rushed for 159 on 33 carries. 3 touchdowns. Led by Zamir Zeus White, rookie running back from Georgia, 52 yards on 11 carries.
Yeah, the Raiders' run game looked good, man. Yeah. Josh Jacobs looking mid-season form. Mm-hmm. Zeus White.
And remember what they did, man, at the end of last year. You know?
Yeah.
The game against the Colts.
Yeah. Yeah, the Raiders look good, man. That's without Carr and Devontae playing at all.
Yeah. That's dope.
Bright spot for the Jaguars, though, the number 1 pick overall from Georgia, Devon Walker, was nasty coming off the edge. First play of the game, he got a sack, a pressure for a sack, and they call roughing the passer, which I thought was a phantom call, man. He was tough to block, man. He gonna be a beast coming off the edge.
All right. Speaking of, I saw Chris say no more player evaluation until after the fantasy draft.
Oh, trust me, man. I'm not saying much. I got a list now. Trust me.
Game of Death. Thank you for chiming in, man.
Peace out. Appreciate you tuning in.
Speaking of the rush, not stopping the rush, you just tell me about the homie, Jordan Davis.
The big homie, man. Fans at the Eagles practice, man, posted on Twitter.
Juggernaut. Unstoppable force.
Unstoppable force. Can't be blocked. They just showed him walking O-lineman back into the backfield, man.
Woo.
Shout out to the big homie JD, man. I'm gonna be tuning in this weekend.
Yeah, man.
His first appearance. So look for number 90 on the Eagles. Big JD, man.
No doubt.
Doing this thing.
So dope. Word up. So yeah, man, we got some trivia. Trivia. The first running back in NFL history to carry 400 times in one season.
They don't make them like that no more. 400?
400.
400. See, Hardy Boy dropping names about who to draft. See, Chris said we ain't doing that.
Thanks, Hardy Boy.
You gonna be mad when somebody snatch up your little sleepers.
Right.
Y'all, this is a good one right here.
Mm-hmm.
First running back in NFL history to carry the ball 400 times. Jamal Anderson. Good guess, Chris.
Good guess.
But not him. Murray from the Cowboys. DeMarco Murray. No, not 400. Dude, in the modern day area, you might see 300. 400.
That's insane, man.
400 carries, man. That's a lot of pounding, dog. Hardy would say, I don't care.
Because you don't know the answer. That's why you don't care.
No, he talking about he don't care about giving the sleeper names out.
Oh.
Walter Payton. No, Chris.
Oh, shout out to the legend, though.
Yep. Oh, facts, though. Let me give Chris some props, though. Jamal Anderson was third on the list. I will tell you that. He was third on the list.
Okay.
With 410 carries in 1998. But he wasn't the first to do it.
Wasn't the first, yeah. Woo, 410.
410.
John Riggins, nope.
John Riggins is a good guess.
John Riggins is a beast.
John Riggins is a good guess with the Hogs. They run that counter tray.
All I want to say it's an open book test, and y'all still gonna fail.
I'm excited. 2 drafts back to back.
Right.
You got to clear your mind right. the strategy for drafting in that guillotine league is different from the 12-team league.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to what I'll do is I'll raid out because we starting at 9, right? Tuesday.
I think that's what it said for me.
Right? Yeah. So so I'm I'm on the raid. Now if I end up being placed, later in the draft, then I'm good. I'm gonna have it open on the screen anyway.
Yeah.
So when I raid out at 9 o'clock, I'll just jump right into the draft anyway.
No doubt.
But if I'm first or second,
you're gonna be leaving at 8:30.
Out at like 8:55. Like I got to go. I ain't gonna pick. You know what I mean? Don Julio as quarterback or something. Make a mistake trying to rush.
5 kickers in the first 5 picks.
Word.
Stump Mitchell, Hardy Boy. Nope, not Earl Campbell. Big Country. Right
there, Big Country. You see, who was the first running back in NFL history to carry the ball 400 times in one season?
Not Frankie Gore, Hardy Boy. So y'all, I think I got him stumped, Tiger.
Yeah, he's stumped. Let's give him the answer, yo. Give him the answer, man. James Wilder.
Woo!
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He went from 161 carries in 1983 to 407 for the Buccaneers in 1984. He rushed for 1,544 yards for a 3.8 average and 13 touchdowns in his record-setting season. Eric Dickerson was second in history to carry the ball more than 400 times in 1986 with 404 carries with the Rams. Then Jamal Anderson was third, 410 for the Falcons in 1998.
Salute though, Chris. That Jamal Anderson boy, you were nipping at my heels on that one.
Word up.
Yeah, that's a throwback card. They was wearing the creamsicles. James Wilder was on the Bucs when they wore the creamsicle uniform.
Yeah. Yes,
sir. Yeah, his son played at Florida State, Chris. Facts. He did.
The second trivia question we got, the lead out of the NFL. Who was the first NFL team to score 500 points in back-to-back seasons?
500.
500.
Back-to-back seasons. This one I expect somebody to get.
Nope.
Not the Vikings. Not the Vikings, Hardy boy.
Not the Niners. Yeah, when I saw this answer, I was like, oh, somebody gonna get this one.
Yeah, I think somebody gonna get this. If they think once you hear the answer, it's like a no-brainer.
There you go, Big Country.
Big Country.
Greatest show on turf. The 1999 and 2000 St. Louis Rams. The 1999 Rams scored 526 points, then scored 540 in 2000. And in the 2001 Rams scored 503. So they went back to back to back. What do they call that? When it's 3? What do they call that?
Repeat. The trilogy.
What's the thing they call? Isn't it something they call in hockey? What's the hat trick?
Hat trick is 3 goals. That's correct.
3 goals, right? Yeah, I knew it was something that. Yeah, hat trick. It's the only thing I know about hockey.
Chris, that was a good guess with San Diego, though. Air Coryell used to put points up, too, though.
Trifecta. 3-piece.
Yeah.
3-piece and a biscuit. Word.
Shout out to the greatest show on turf, though. They were fun to watch, bro.
Yeah, man. Bro, was it? That was the 99 one with trying to stretch out?
Yeah, the Titan.
The last second, the Titan.
Yeah.
That was one of the.
That was a great Super Bowl.
Word.
Great Super Bowl.
Man.
Yeah.
And next week,
Steve McNair, man, was in there.
Word up, man. Word up. And next week, man, we're gonna rank the GOAT at each defensive position in NFL history.
Coming.
Rank the GOAT.
And then the week after that, I'm going to do offense.
Oh, shoot.
So y'all might want to come prepared with your list for the next show.
Word.
The greatest of all time at every position. Corner, safety, defensive tackle, defensive end, linebacker.
Nice. So Queen City, when we obviously, like I said, it's more than likely I won't be able to make it to Houston, but we still do the show. We can do a special show. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the peoples from marketing, Derek Weber, you know what I mean, come through, and yeah, man, I'm still looking forward to that, man.
No doubt. As soon as I get the itinerary, I'll let you know the best time I have free to do the show.
What day? Okay, cool. And I'll put it in advance, set it up so that way, people are going to know, So it'll probably most likely be, our regular Monday show, and then have a special show, whether that Thursday or Friday or whatever.
Gotcha.
Whatever. Yeah.
So I leave Thursday for Houston. I leave Thursday and come back Sunday. For Miami, I leave Thursday and come back Monday.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting hyped about the Miami joint too. We just got the itinerary for that. I just recognized my Canes play that Saturday.
Okay.
3:30 in Hard Rock.
Ooh, okay.
The day before, FAMU and Jackson State play in the same stadium. So it's going to be one of those flip situations where they got to flip the field after the game.
Check this out. So you're coming back Monday before we do our draft on Tuesday. So why don't we, instead of us missing a Monday show, because that Monday is right before the season starts, why don't I set it up? Now, obviously, I'm going to be DJing, but why don't I set up to do the Tuesday show started at 8 o'clock, talk about football. I'm going to end my set at 8:30. I'm going to let Reboot know. At my set at 8:30. Join in. We talk about football, and we do the draft live as well.
Sweet.
On the YouTube.
That's sweet. We were gonna do it on Zoom.
On Zoom, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Fine with me. Yep.
Yeah. So I'll set that up. Fullblast Fanatics.
Yes.
Pre-game, pre-draft show.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be dope.
Sounds good. And then that Wednesday night, we're gonna talk about that. We gotta talk about the 18 team. I got sent the email out for the 18 team league.
Yeah.
So we'll try to do that one the next night. That's the latest night you can do it for the season kickoff.
Right. So the 1 million TBT championship game went down, Queen City. So let us know, man. Who came on top?
Do. Shout out to them boys from Buffalo, man.
Yes,
Blue
indeed.
Collar U took home the $1 million prize, dog, blowing out Americana for Autism 89-67. Blue Collar U was led by Nick Perkins with 19 points and 5 boards, and CJ Massenberg had 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. While point guard Wes Clark added 17 points and 7 rebounds and 4 assists. I mean, dude, once I started watching the tournament, they were clearly the best team. They were just rugged, man. They were just rugged. They just had that mentality of every loose ball is ours. Blue collar. I mean, that name fit them perfect, man.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of dudes, man. There was some dogs, man.
And obviously, man, the emotion of why they were playing, you know what I mean? Through that travesty, that loser, what he did in Buffalo, heartbreaking to the families, man.
Yes.
But to do something good out of something that a tragedy. You know what I mean? That makes it even more emotional and memorable.
Facts.
Word up.
Facts. And then, of course, at the end of the game, they did the jersey celebration where they put the jerseys with all the names of the victims in a circle in the middle of the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was dope, man. You know, and then the breakdown: Perkins and Massenberg and Clark, the 3 leading scorers, each won $100K is their winning share. I mean, the way they worked their purses out was perfect, man. Because the players that did the most work got the most money. I mean, that was another thing too. Like for any team to win TBT, if there's any doubt in your mind about the amount you agreed to, you know,
right,
that is on the bench gonna make more than you, and you outplaying them once the fire hit.
Word.
You mess up your chemistry.
Yeah.
TBT, man, it's a total different mindset, dog. You got to come together, man, for those 6 games for a common cause. And when whatever you signed up to agree to win, you better be cool with it.
Word up.
Some can't outplay you, you know, whether he making more or less, you got to be okay with it.
You got to be okay with it, yeah.
And when your number calls, you got to be ready. But, you know, man, I mean, it was dope, man. So their players will receive anywhere from $15,000 to $100K, and they pledge to donate to Coach and Love. That's a nonprofit organization that benefits children and at-risk youth through sports and coaching, man. It was dope. It was dope. It was dope.
So the whole tournament is just about helping other people, man. So even though the other team lost, man, everybody won. It was no losers. It was like a dope versus. You know what I mean? King and KRS. Guess who won? We won.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. This is the first time the championship was 2 teams playing for a cause, though. Because, when it first started, the overseas elite, I think they won four straight times. Them cats won over $7 million playing in the tournament. And they were simply the best dudes that played overseas who had been playing together. They weren't playing for no cause. They were pocketing that money.
Yeah.
But there's always been teams in TBT that play for a cause. You had a team playing for diabetes. You had a team playing for HBCUs, a whole myriad of different things. But it had never came down to both teams playing for such a good cause. So shout out to Americana for Autism. Nigel Johnson led them with 20. And Daryl Monroe was the only other playing double figures, man. They just didn't show up.
Right.
They just didn't show up. Yeah, Hardy boy, you're right. It was destined for them to win. Mm-hmm. You know, for the beautiful people that died. That's a really good way to put it. But back to your comment, Chris. Yeah, I can do college football head coaches on the hot seat. I can throw that in next week. And yes, Hardy boy, I sent your homie Chris at live the Protect Your Neck link or email. I've heard back from a couple of people voting on Final Four or Last Man Standing. I know we had 6 Last Man Standing votes already from the meeting that we had already. Mm-hmm. So it's coming together.
What's up? So on to some MLB, man. We got some MLB updates, man. Legend, former Los Angeles broadcaster, Vin Scully, man, died at age 94, man. Lived a long life. He's called games for the Dodgers fans in Brooklyn and Los Angeles for 67 years.
Let that sink in, dog. 67 years?
Died last Tuesday night. Yeah, man. Iconic voice, man. What's crazy was I had recently watched the 42, you know what I mean, with Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace. And they had I forgot the actor's name. He's a well-known actor. He was playing Vin Scully, you know, in that. You know what I mean? It was just weird. I'm watching that, and all of a sudden, you know, he passed away. So yeah, man, rest in peace, man.
That's a tough one, man. They played some of his greatest calls, man. And some of his storytelling, man, just legendary. I know Chris out on the West Coast. I know they know, man. His voice is, you know, just
anonymous. he said he also called the catch, the Niners versus Cowboys. That's right.
He did. I didn't know he called that. He called football. They showed that. They showed him calling the catch.
Yeah, man.
Like, oh man, that's 67 years though, man. That's a long time to do anything.
He's the GOAT for that.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Vince Scully.
Yeah, man. And we got some MLB trade updates. The Padres traded for the Washington Nationals slugger Juan Soto. Phillies get Noah Syndergaard.
Thor. Thor. They call him Thor.
Thor, yeah, yup. Brandon Marsh from the Angels. Dave Robinson from the Cubs. And the Braves acquired closer Raciel Iglesias from the Los Angeles Angels to cap the busy trade line deadline day.
Yeah, baseball is crazy, Tiger, man. Like, what other sport halfway through, a little past halfway in the season, you just give up the best players you got, dog? It's crazy, man. I don't know any other sport, man. Is it because they don't have a salary cap that makes it like that?
I know what you mean. It's like, if you're comparing it to say LeBron, he's on Lakers. Oh yeah, he went to the Clippers, and in 3 months now he's with the Bulls. Like,
yes.
that's the. But in baseball, we don't look at it like that. It is. If you think about it, it's like, oh shit, that's like the equivalent of like these star players. These ain't players. These are stars.
Star players.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. And if you're a star player on a losing team, they know you out. I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah. And
then you might go with that team and make a run at the World Series, and then the next year you own somewhere else. It's crazy, man. Mm-hmm. It's got to be. People always say they wish NBA and NFL didn't have a salary cap, and the luxury tax in the NBA is kind of a workaround for the salary cap, because the Warriors been paying the luxury tax forever.
Yeah.
To keep that team together.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to think that you'd have a star on the sorry team, and then he just go join the freaking Warriors in the middle of the season, or go join the Celtics. Like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Johnny Most. Oh, that's a good debate, Chris.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Johnny. Yes. Marv. For me, it's Marv Albert's voice, man.
Yeah.
NBA. That music come on. Boy, I don't know, man. But, for older people, that Johnny Most now.
Yeah.
For the Celtics. Oh, it's a steal. Steal, Abe Sullivan DJ.
So I'm going with Marv Albert for the Knicks cause.
Yeah, I'm going with Marv now.
He was doing that freaky shit.
Yeah, right. That caught me way off guard,
bro.
Man.
He's wearing a dress. What are you doing, man?
Yes.
Yes. He kicks off his high heels and shit. Oh man. So man, college football, bro. Here we go, man. I'm gonna be a little petty, and Hardy Boy gonna say something too about this. And I'm gonna say something too, because I'm a Bulldogs fan. You know what I mean? We don't won the championship. They got the preseason college football rankings, top 25. Leading at number 1, Alabama. Number 2, Ohio State. Number 3, Georgia. Number 4, Clemson. Number 5, Notre Dame. Michigan comes in at number 6. Texas A&M at number 7. Utah at number 8. Oklahoma at 9. Baylor at 10. Let's briefly talk about these top 10 before we go into the next 10.
So, Tiger, any given year lately, man, since they started the college football playoff, you could put those first 14 names in a hat
and just shuffle it, right?
And just shuffle it out.
Yeah.
I mean, those are they recruit the best, they retain the most talent, but I used to get upset too back in the Miami era. I used to want us to be number one every year. Like, we should be number one. We won the championship. But like, it's about this year's team, man.
Yeah.
Georgia lost 15 dudes to the NFL, dog. 15. So like, I mean, you Clemson with quarterback play that Clemson had, I definitely had them on the lower end. But I can't really argue against that top four. Now once you get to 5 through 10, it's a little debatable. I'm interested in seeing how Michigan does without Josh Gaddis, who is now Miami's offensive coordinator, who put the offense together and finally put them over the hump against Ohio State. So I'm interested to see that. Texas A&M, I'm definitely interested in because they had the number one recruiting class. And the feud between Jimbo Fisher and Nick Saban, that game right there.
And you think they're gonna shake hands at the end of the game?
That is gonna be crazy.
Word. He might do the what's the name that Harbaugh did to the Lions. Your ass out here.
Get out of here. Or the wet fish handshake. And then looking at, Notre Dame, facts, a lot of pressure on Marcus Freeman, first year coach. Open up with Ohio State, dog. I'm pulling for the Irish in that one. Y'all know how I feel about Ohio State. But when I look at that four right there, I look at quarterbacks. And Bryce Young is the best quarterback out of those top four teams.
Right.
Georgia, man, everybody don't want to give Stetson Bennett his credit, man. He's a little quirky looking, but he balled out in the championship.
Yeah, he did.
He balled out in the championship. And Ohio State's quarterback is the real deal. So, I think Clemson might have the weakest quarterback out of those top four.
Right.
Utah, they won the Pac-12. They smacked Oregon twice last year. Kyle Whittingham can coach. Oklahoma, you got Brent Venables taking over. We're going to talk about Oklahoma in a little bit because we got to talk about the Gundy news, the Kale Gundy racial epithet incident. And then Baylor at 10, man. I don't know about Baylor. Hardy boy, CJ Stroud is not whack, dog. He's the top 5 quarterback in college football. I hate Ohio State, and I gotta say that, dog. Plus they got Njigba Smith coming back. They keep receivers, dog. It's always gonna be those 4 teams until this next tier teams breaks in, man. It's crazy.
Word. Then at 11, we got Oklahoma State. Number 12, Oregon, the Ducks. 13, NC State. 14, Michigan State. 15, USC. 16, Pittsburgh. 17, Miami. 18, Texas. 19, Wake Forest. And number 20, Wisconsin.
So immediately for me, the names that jump out in this next tier right here are the teams that everybody keep wondering, are they going to come back? When are they going to come back?
Are they going to come back? Yeah.
USC, Miami, and Texas. Those 3 right there are the 3, that most people are looking at to see can they get back. Because those have been dominant programs over the course of college football. NC State is sneaky good, dog. Sneaky good. We had a shootout with them last year, man. It came down to the wire. Michigan State, Mel Tucker doing his thing at Michigan State. They deserve to be there. Pittsburgh quarterback play is going to be a question.
Well, what are you talking about? Kick rocks, bro. Don't let me take that wrench back.
I'm serious, man. We're not talking about how they quarterbacks translate to the NFL, Hardy boy. I'm just saying.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying CJ Stroud is not garbage, dog. That doesn't mean all college quarterbacks don't equate to being good in the NFL, man. But CJ Stroud is a good quarterback. I'll tell you this, he better than who y'all got at Minnesota.
Oh, wow.
Who's your quarterback in Minnesota? But so I mean, this is what we're looking at right here. Can this next group now, as far as Miami goes, we play a lot of these teams. We play Pittsburgh, we play NC State, we play Clemson, we play Texas A&M. So it ain't gonna take long for us to find out. Can we get back in the conversation?
Right.
But on this list too, you got a Wake Forest sighting. I'm gonna tell you now, it's amazing what Wake Forest is doing. Wake Forest is the smallest private D1 FBS football program in the nation, dog. And you gotta have some brains to get into Wake. Mm-hmm. And old buddy can coach. Like, dude, he's gonna be the next top candidate, man. I'm gonna tell you what they do, Tiger. They run that read option, run pass option stuff. They stick it in the running back's belly forever. The quarterback is like moving with the running back, looking at the linebacker. If you ever seen them play, it's weird, man. It's almost 2 seconds. And the linebacker is sitting there looking like, is he going to give it to the running back? Or do I need to get on this tight end? And at the last minute, he'll either pull it or he'll give it to him. And their offense is high powered, man. I mean, they lost. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Now, with a play like that, though, knowing if they running every option like that, wouldn't you try to have another player to shadow, like 2 defensive players to shadow both of them? Because, like you said, he's holding it in his chest for so long. So, all right, either quarterback or running back is going to take this ball and run. Mm-hmm. So now, obviously, I know the offensive line, they're going to have a scheme because they know who's going to get the ball. So they're going to know who they're going to have to block. But I'm just saying on the defensive side, like, how would you look at that?
So the problem with it is, and most of the times on your defense, the quarterback is not accounted for. That's why when you run a play where you have a defense where somebody is spying the quarterback, you designate one man for the quarterback. And you're taking a man out of coverage now. So it's a bind that they put you in. And you simply have to make good decisions. You have to guess, because if you stay too long waiting for him to give it to the running back, that receiver is going to get behind your linebacker. So to be honest with you, times teams have beaten Wake. Man, Wake lost to Pitt in the ACC championship simply because they can't stop nobody. Their offense is high power. It's hard to stop, man. It's hard to stop.
What about if you seen the quarterback doing that read option where he's holding it in the running back's chest, and then all of a sudden he just cocks the ball back and throws it to the receiver?
That's what he does. Sam Hartman. Look up Sam Hartman, the quarterback for Wake Forest, dog. Just pull up any YouTube. You'll see what I'm talking about, man. That mesh point where he leaves it in the running back's belly, it's a problem, dog. It's a problem.
Right.
Like,
yo, Hardy Boy got jokes on your squad.
I see. I didn't even respond because Minnesota has no championships.
None.
0 championships.
Zero.
Y'all best accomplishment is winning the little brown jug when y'all play Michigan. I ain't even acknowledging that. Canada Morgan rowed a boat. What's the little coach y'all got? Talking about rowed a boat. Man, please. Rowed a boat on somewhere else. Y'all got 0 rings, dog. And if you do, it's before they would let me and you on campus.
Word. We got 3 teams playing in the football league.
So Carter, boy, you don't want that argument with Miami.
Wearing pigskin helmets.
You do not want that argument, man. Y'all keep rowing the boat, man.
Cheerleaders are 450 pounds. Gatorade wasn't even invented yet.
PJ Fleck, that's right. Row the boat, PJ Fleck. With his little cardigan sweater on. But yeah, I mean that next group, man. I mean, somebody got to break in, man.
Oh yeah, let me throw this up. Right, you talking about 21 to 25. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky, Cincinnati, Arkansas, Ole Miss, and Houston.
So Cincinnati, that's a big drop for Cincinnati.
Yeah,
after being in the Final Four in the playoff.
Word.
But they lost a lot. They lost Ritter. They lost their quarterback. They lost Sauce Gardner. So, I mean, at Group of 5 schools, I don't know if you got enough depth to offset that, but that's a big drop from being in the playoff all the way to 23.
Yeah.
Arkansas, we looked at their Murderers Row schedule they have. I just hope that the posters take that into account if they get off to a slow start with that schedule that they got, dog. That's crazy. But I mean, you got 3 SEC teams in the bottom tier of the top 25. I mean, and that's just how tough the SEC is.
Right.
That's just how tough it is. So, and then the last thing I did was just a little breakdown of the conference breakdown.
Oh, yeah.
Because we talk about conference realignment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is the coaches poll. So this is what the coaches believe. 6 SEC teams made the top 25.
Mm-hmm.
5 ACC teams, 4 Big 10 teams, 4 Big 12 teams, 3 Pac-12 teams, and then 3 Group of 5 teams. I mean, that's the argument right there. That why don't we just put all of those big conferences in one big conglomerate?
Right.
I mean, you're talking about 3 teams left out. So right now, the teams that will be left out would be Houston, Cincinnati. Let me see. Who's the other Group of 5? Let me scroll back. Yeah, Houston and Cincinnati. Did I count wrong? Maybe it's just 2. Because the rest of those are in the major conferences. But I mean, that's the whole argument, man. That like we really wouldn't miss out on some of the best players. Right. Yeah. Okay, any sleeper teams not in the top 25? Off the top of my head, when I think about the ACC, I think about Virginia. They just got a new coach, Tony Elliott, who was the offense coordinator for Clemson. And they got a top quarterback returning. Brendan Armstrong is a beast. I could see them making a run. The Florida Gators, man. Like, that's another team that's on the win when they be back list. You know, plenty of talent. Definitely fertile recruiting grounds. But I mean, you got to have a quarterback, man. Quarterback solves a lot of issues that people have. Those are 2 that jump off the page for me right now, Chris. But it's early. It's early to tell. It's early to tell. I'm looking at camp, NCAA college football camps too, to kind of see what's coming out. But those are 2 teams that I know I think could be a problem for people.
No doubt. We got some other news. We got college longtime Oklahoma Sooners football coach Kale Gundy resigns after reading aloud shameful word off a player's iPad. So he.
Say it.
So he walking by. Oh, that says nigga on your iPad? Bro.
So let me put it in context for you. First of all, Kale Gundy is the brother of Mike Gundy, coach for Oklahoma State with the mullet that had the OAN shirt on, Trump supporter dude.
Oh, yeah.
Players were going to revolt against him, and he made up with the players and everything. There was also allegation his brother, when he played quarterback at Oklahoma State, used the N-word against a defensive player in the game. He denied it. Okay? This is his brother. Kale Gundy played quarterback for Oklahoma back in the day. Okay? He is the wide receivers coach. They're in a meeting. He requires his players to take notes. They take notes on the iPad. One of his players was writing rap lyrics on his iPad instead of taking notes. He saw the iPad and read what was on the iPad. That's all that's coming out. But for him resigning and saying he regrets saying that shameful word, regardless of the circumstances, tells you what word it was. But it still doesn't tell you, did he read word for word what was on there? Or did he say, blank, what are you doing writing rap lyrics in my meeting?
Yeah.
That's what's got to come out.
Yeah.
The player hasn't been revealed. He resigned. He wrote a long letter about, how much Oklahoma means to him and all of that. Joe Mixon, who played for him at Oklahoma, even wrote a letter in support of him. Never seen a racist bone in his body and all of that. So that don't mean he won't dare.
All right, so you know that, because this popped in my head, just to be objective, right? Say, well, not even be objective. Even if he was looked at the iPad and was like, oh, this dude's not taking notes about the practice, about the game, he's writing rap lyrics. And even if he recited what was wrote, let's even take the N-word out of it. Why even say it? Why not say, hey, how come you're not doing the football work? Why you writing? Why are you doing something else?
Exactly.
Like, say if he was writing a grocery list, would he would have say, hey, tomatoes, cucumbers, eggplant. You know what I mean? Like, why are you even saying that out loud?
That's a perfect analogy. That's perfect, Tiger. He ain't reading the grocery list out loud.
Yeah. He was like, Gucci, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, it just sounds stupid for you to even do that, even if the N-word wasn't in there.
Exactly. The issue is you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing to study to prepare to be better.
Yeah.
That's what the conversation should be.
Regardless
of what he was writing on there.
Ended there. Yeah. Yeah. So now it's turning into like the student ain't even looked at doing something wrong because you don't said the N-word.
Yes.
And even if we were like, there were people that believe he was racist, because you said it out loud and you're not black, and other players was probably like, yo,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
When you could have just easily been like, yo, you're not doing your work. You're doing something else stupid.
Yeah. I mean, it's lots of ways to degrade somebody, and you got all the right to get on them. They're not studying. Like, that's why you fifth on the depth chart. You should be paying attention. If I call this right here, what's your route? Blah, 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 blah. Like, that's the conversation, dog.
Yeah.
That's the conversation.
Yeah, but when it's natural for you to be like,
this is a chance for me to say that.
Yeah, and then there's other, like you said, the brother, where they come from, and you know what I mean? They were probably the 10-year-olds on the PlayStation. When they get killed in Call of Duty, you nigga. You know what I mean? You know them kids from like Montana. They're saying that all day on the PlayStation.
But man, for him to resign like that quick, and the player's name didn't come out, tells me a lot about the reaction that he got in that room, dog.
Yeah.
The reaction in that room had to be so intense that he knew it was over.
Yeah. Like,
because Brent Venables, the head coach, put a statement out. I sadly accept your resignation. Like
we didn't want you to resign, but our players were gonna fuck you up in that locker room. It's best that you leave, bro.
And all I can think about, Tiger, is what Coach Prime said, man. He said it. He just said it in that video that he posted. He was like, NCAA got a problem. Y'all, these boys, man, are starting to be socially conscious. These players starting to be socially conscious. They getting NIL money. You can't talk to them any kind of way. You better start hiring some coaches.
Yeah, but
relate to the players.
They shouldn't have been talking to us that way
from
the jump. Because think about the old coaches that were around when the racism was cool.
Oh yeah.
When it was the one black person on the team.
Oh yeah.
They had him doing all type of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then you still a coach now, still around that college now when it ain't cool to do that. So that quick slip of the tongue is something natural because they would just talk, bro. They were hanging us for fun. Kids were laughing, eating ice cream while they saw us.
Yeah,
trees.
Yes,
it was cool for them to see that. It wasn't the kids got to put them away. Nah, they enjoyed the shit. That's how much of an animal, and you know what I mean?
Exactly.
How they were. So.
Oh, kids would line up to stand in line to spit on kids integrating schools.
Yep.
It's a picture of Dorothy Counts integrating Charlotte Mecklenburg schools, and it's kids spitting on. I'm freezing to try to look. You look like so and so.
Yeah, you look like 30 years later.
Exactly.
Pimp slap you.
Exactly. But you know, Prime hit it on the head, man. Gone are the days of that, man. And it happened. Coaches held them scholarships over your head, man. Talk to you any kind of way. Yep. Especially if they know you come from a low-income family. There's only way you can afford to be in college is to be on scholarship.
Who was that player for the Dolphins? He was getting interviewed. It wasn't the coach said something. Didn't he say something like, "Is your mother a prostitute?"
Oh, that was Dez Bryant. That was a Dez Bryant interview.
That was Dez Bryant.
Yep. It came out somehow in his recruitment or something it was in his interview where they do the at the draft. Okay. Where they got that little test where they come in and do that little intelligence test with you.
Yeah.
Then they do a little personal interview.
Yeah.
And they ask him, isn't your mom a prostitute? In that interview.
And how that dude didn't get choked the fuck out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But
it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. But they don't know this, man. This dude was a long time dude. He's like Oklahoma royalty. And it's funny because him and his brother on opposite sides of the rivalry. Bentley, Oklahoma State. They both play quarterback for those schools.
Right.
Man, it's ridiculous, man, that like they used to have to put up with that, man. Like, but it's real. And then you have Joe Mixon. Search for the letter Joe Mixon wrote. 2-page letter, man. Talking about, this dude is not racist. He was there for me. Didn't have any other, because, Joe Mixon went through that case where he hit that white girl.
Oh, okay.
College. Yeah. But, bye-bye.
Yeah.
The minute I saw the other Gundy with the OAN shirt on and tried to walk that back and all that, I was like, and then players started coming out the woodworks when he played. I was like, you know what that is. But you're right though, Tiger. If you go back far enough, the best coach, Bear Bryant, didn't have a black player on his team at Alabama until they got smashed by USC. I know Chris know about that, Jack. Yeah. USC had black players and smashed Alabama.
Yo, Bill Burr got a skit. He was talking about the coach got in trouble, and it was like, I understand because he said it, but I think he was kind of telling the truth. He was like, this team was like 2-16, and he was like, yeah. He was like in the news conference. He was like, yeah, man. players, they really trying hard, and I don't know. He goes, I don't know, man. I got to get a couple of black players on my team, man. We're struggling. And he got in trouble for saying that. But
yes,
it's like,
yes.
I mean, come on, man. Who be running it? I mean, most of us dominate, man. Like, he wasn't. Yes. I didn't think he's saying a racist thing, but I just think it was just like something out the blue, like, oh shit. And all his buddies was like moving out of view, like, oh man, I ain't gonna get in trouble.
Sliding out.
It's just like your man, who was the announcer from back in the days, where he said about, black man, he's more agile because he has a special special thing in his leg, where he could jump faster. And who's that dude?
Jimmy the Greek.
Yeah, and he said the other broadcasters, they was like watching. It was like, oh man, I'm getting out of this shit. I ain't got nothing. Man. He said the next day he was holding all his shit in a box. So I wasn't being racist, man. I wasn't trying to.
Jimmy the Greek was out of it. What he said was the genetics of a black man are different. You have a big black woman and a big black man have a baby and produce a super athlete, something like that.
Yeah.
And then Howard Cosell. You remember Howard Cosell slipped up and called Alvin Garrett a little monkey?
Oh, yeah.
Why was he Washington?
Ali check him a few times.
Maybe
then they became friends.
Yeah. Oh, this was, I want to say, I know Ali had something to say about that. But Alvin Garrett, for Washington, caught a pass and like juked everybody. This fool said live on air, look at the little monkey go. Howard Cosell said that. Howard Cosell said that, dog. I mean, it's when it comes out, I go back to what my mama said, man. When people show you who they are,
believe
them.
Believe it.
Just believe them.
Holy shit.
That's crazy. Yeah, Jimmy the Greek, dog. Oh yeah, Chris said he has a book about that game. Sam Bam Cunningham. That's right. Ran up Alabama chest. Man, I love having arguments with my boys, man. Rings 4 and KO, they Michigan and Notre Dame fans. And, they'll say the same thing that Hardy Boy saying, Miami ain't won since 2001. And I was like, dog, Michigan ain't won since 97. And Notre Dame ain't won since 88. And then they'll both say at the same time, we got 11 championships. I was like, dude, y'all don't have no championships. Those are the only championships y'all got in the modern football era. I said, if you go back and look at those championships, they wouldn't have let you sweep up popcorn in there. When y'all had the 4 horsemen, wasn't nobody black on the horses, dog. Believe that. So I'm like, I don't count them championships, man. I don't count them championships before they let us play, man. I'm sorry. Every time we get in that argument, they're like, there you go. It's championship, G. I'm like, no, it ain't. If you couldn't have gone in there to see that game. So why are you counting that? Crazy.
They didn't even have colored bathrooms. They had regular because black people wasn't allowed in there anyway.
We don't need separate.
Word.
You ain't coming in here. But yeah, man, if you look at the championship years, a lot of those teams, man. Michigan got 1997, Woodson in there. And then Notre Dame has 1988. They might got one with Joe Montana in the 80s with a few black people on the team. They ain't got no 11.
Yeah.
They don't have 11 championships with black people playing.
That's funny. So, Auburn's Tigers quarterback, man, TJ Finley charged with attempting to elude police, riding a motorcycle without a helmet. Bro, this could have been way worse.
Way worse.
Ben Roethlisberger, other people that don't ride without helmets and crash. Like
Kellen Winslow tore his knee up. Jay Williams tore his knee up on a motorcycle.
What was he doing? Was he drunk? He didn't have a license?
I don't know, man. But what saved him was Well, what didn't favor me is he's 6'7". In Auburn, everybody know Auburn is a football town. They know who you are. So you don't have a helmet on. They see you.
Yeah.
They cut the sirens on and chase you, but you know they got the no chase motorcycles rule for safety.
Yeah.
You go chasing a motorcycle, dude, he might turn down a street where you can't get through and driving through crowds of people. Like they gonna most likely get killed. True.
On a motorcycle.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So for safety of both, they don't chase motorcycles like that.
Yeah.
But they issued a citation for him. And they trying to call it a quote unquote misunderstanding because he's still at practice and everything. But I put it because I like his game, though, dog. Dude is 6'7", Tiger. He is a freaking giant, man. And can move and got a cannon for an arm, dog. Like, he didn't start all their games last year. But, like, you can see the talent, man. Just raw talent. So I'm hoping, number one, I'm glad he's okay. Yeah. Because that could have ended bad in a lot of ways. Not just crashing. They could have caught him. So we know how that can turn out as well. But like, I'm hoping it comes out for him. But
he's the first college football player to ink a name, image, and likeness with Amazon, man.
A week before. So I hope they don't pull the deal, man.
See how they don't understand? Like, I mean, that's just being young, though, stupid. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not realizing what you're doing, that what you're going to jeopardize.
Yeah. I rode motorcycles coming up, and I used to love to ride without my helmet. So I get it.
And what's this? Pac-12 football players can now profit off of highlight videos posted to Twitter, and then NIL deal. So how's that? Okay.
So Pac-12, this is pretty forward thinking. They jumped on this first. You're gonna see a lot of other players doing this because they get in exchange for posting 2 highlights per week after a win or a loss. That's in the contract. You can't just do it if you win.
Yeah.
The players that are approved, they get a total of $1,250 a week, $1,250 a week, as well as percentage of the ad money that runs. So, I mean, that's a pretty sweet little deal, man. Something you was probably gonna do anyway on Twitter that you can get paid for.
So Twitter's paying them this?
Yes.
Yes. So this is a deal with Twitter.
Yes.
And I guess Twitter is like what they're getting out of it is more things posted on their platform, which in turn is going to drive more traffic. And then they're going to get more revenue out of it, obviously.
Facts. Then people are going to start paying for ads during those slots.
Yep.
And the more eyes, whichever player got the most eyes, the more lucrative ads are going to come to that player's Twitter page.
Word.
That's smart by the Pac-12. They jumped on it first, but I'm pretty sure during the season you're going to see some other conferences jump on that. $1,250 a week for posting some stuff. That's not including the ads, dog.
Yeah.
For just posting something that you normally would post anyway.
Reggie Bush would have cleaned up.
Oh, no doubt.
Word, Chris. That's a fact. Shit. Or remember I said I was watching when I was trying to find the preseason game? I was watching NFL highlights. It was showing Troy Polamalu's plays, and it was showing Barry Sanders. Bro.
Legends.
Man. Crazy.
Legends.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Hardy boy, tons of money is being made, man. That's why you see the response you see from some of these coaches, man. Hey, man, it ain't been like that. And it's just in its infancy. Wait till they start pulling up in better cars than the coach drive. I'm telling you, man. And you catch a cat not paying attention on his phone during the meeting, you already jealous because he making more money than you.
Coach roll up on you, be like, yo, what's the difference between a 4.0 and a 4.6? About 30 to 40 in NIL, cocksucker, beat it.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Man.
Yeah, man. But
On
it
the
should
coaches.
have been that way, though. Should have been that way.
Yeah. So, man, leading down the rest of the program, you know, we got the HBCU, then we're gonna have the fantasy football talk. Salute to Chris once again, man, sharing a dope story, man. HBCU basketball team, homeless team, earns a spot on the squad, man. Let me just pull this up real quick. I was posting stuff in here. So Jeremy Armstead, 18-year-old, 6'5" basketball player from Watts, was living in shelters and sleeping in his family's car in Cali. Sisters of Watts, Keisha Daniels, made the call to the nonprofit We Educate Brilliant Minds, which helps kids get into HBCUs. Thanks to their organization, Jeremiah was accepted to Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee. And Jeremiah's coach at Fisk will be former NBA player Kenny Anderson, bro. It don't get no better than that.
So dope. That is
Wow.
so dope, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
This is stuff, man, that should be highlighted like on a big platform, like basis, man. Like, you know, I don't know if ESPN talked about this, but
No, I definitely didn't see it on there.
yeah.
And Chris, you know, probably got wind of it because it happened out there. That's something that should be nationwide, man.
Right.
Nationwide. You know, and we talking about we need more HBCUs on the West Coast. Here's a kid that was homeless on the West Coast and going to Fisk, man.
Right.
That's so dope, man. But shout out to organization Sisters of Watts, man. Like, when I hear that, I just think about strong Black females in Watts, man, that's coming together to find kids like that, man. I had never heard of that organization.
Yeah.
Sisters of Watts. That's dope, man.
That is dope. Word up. Travis Hunter was named All-American before his first game. Jackson State freshman, DB, wide receiver, punt return, kick return, has been predicted to have an All-American season in 2022 and was named the third team before even playing a down. That's got to put a lot of pressure though on you too, bro. But, you know, if you can take it, you know, that maybe will show how elite a player he's going to be in the future.
He's been dealing with that. I mean, he was a number one recruit for 2 years. He was like number one in his junior year. They were out of predicting him being the number one recruit.
Right.
But like, what's crazy though, Tiger, is I was watching SWAC Media Day. He didn't remember I was telling you, he didn't make SWAC first or second team.
Right.
But he made the NCAA All-American third team. So the SWAC was probably not trying to put that pressure on him like that.
Yeah.
But I promise y'all, he's special, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's special, man. I cannot wait to see him up close in person. I'm going to take video. I'm going to be sending y'all video.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'm going down on the field during the game.
You posting that on the show?
Man, listen. That dude's special, man.
Can't wait.
I
can't wait.
Can't wait.
Word. Yo, Amazon once again, man, pay for workers to attend HBCU Morgan State. Amazon will pay for its hourly workers in Maryland and neighboring states to attend Baltimore-based HBCU Morgan State University. Man.
Another good partnership.
Yeah, man. And another one, we got Jackson State once again. They partner with American Airlines. They announced a deal that will benefit both players and fans of Mississippi's largest HBCU with VIP rewards and benefits, which can be accessed by using the American Airlines Advantage number. Nice.
That's dope too. That's dope too. And somebody posted in the chat too, Jackson State new facilities. Prime, boy. Prime had them boys working overtime to have that thing ready.
Have it ready, yeah.
I cannot wait.
Dope. And man, rounding out, man, another big event is going down 2022. Weber Marketing. Shout out to Derek Weber, man. Shout out to the whole team, Queen City, KO, everybody. Battle of the Bands. We got the 2022 lineup taking place this Saturday, August 27th at NRG Stadium, and we'll start at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yes, sir.
Is this going to be live streamed?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Queen City. Next year, bro, we're going to make that happen. We can get that live stream on Fullblast Radio.
Yeah.
We got the YouTube. Let them, tell them we got the numbers.
Yeah.
We can come to the table, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Word. I'll come there with a camera,
Yeah, we're gonna have to have to sit down, man, because contract about to be up.
That's right. Yeah. So I know that was, once that, then all the new stuff can come into place once a new contract is So dope, man. But yeah, man, big up to that whole squad, man. The lineup, man. Before we get to the lineup, we have you told me you have a special musical guest at the end of the Battle of the Bands, the Migos. Good up. So we have Alabama A&M University, the marching maroon and white. Shout out to that, man. My school, Walt Whitman Wildcats. Going back to high school, we was maroon and white. Our colors. Word up. Alcorn State University, the Sounds of Dynamite, marching band. Bethune, that's it, Bethune
Cookman, named after Mary McLeod Bethune.
No doubt. The Marching Wildcats. Grambling State, of course, Grambling State University, world famed Tiger Marching Band. Kentucky State University, the Mighty Marching Thoroughbreds. North Carolina A&T, not AT&T. The Blue and Gold Marching Machine. It's funny, every time I see someone like on the thread and they say A&T, I throw in there real quick. Yeah, I was at the Rams though, then they come with a little thing back and forth. Do we have a little back and forth? But it's all in fun,
It's all in fun. That rivalry, man, it's about to start back up, Tiger. We got to get right.
Yeah. Man, when you get like that, it's like, we got some work to do.
Yeah, we got to get right.
Word. And then rounding out, we got Prairie View, A&M University, Marching Storm Band, and Southern University, the Human Jukebox.
Dude, so from what I can tell you about this lineup, we got some new bands. I have seen pretty much since we were doing the Battle of the Bands in Charlotte. It was called the Queen City Battle of the Bands. Fire truck. It was called the Queen City Battle of the Bands. We were doing it in Charlotte before we moved it, and I've seen a lot of these bands. And just looking at this, man, I can tell you two of my favorites are Prairie View A&M and Southern. Southern, man, when I tell you that Human Jukebox, dog.
I remember last year, cold, bro.
There ain't no joke, man.
Cold.
No joke. A&T's band has grown. I haven't seen Kentucky State. I have not seen Kentucky State. I'm interested in checking them out. The rest of them I've seen. But two that jump off the page for me are Prairie View and Southern right now.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with you on that.
Yeah. I will have footage.
No doubt.
I always get footage.
No doubt. Yeah, just like last year, we'll post it, throw it,
yes, sir.
Have a little 5-minute thing and showing what the bands is doing. So pretty dope, man. Pretty dope.
Sir.
Before we get into the fantasy football and to end off the show, like I was saying before, man, this is on Fullblast Radio anyways, Hip Hop Week, man. Hip Hop's birthday, 49th birthday is going to be August 11th, Thursday. We're going to have hip hop all day on Twitch, and then we're going to show 4 classic hip hop movies, man. Wild Style, Style Wars, Crush Groove, and B Street. Hip hop movie marathon, and off Thursday evening. Because I know, like, I know there's gonna be some games. Oh, I did want to say the games that's going down also. This Thursday. For preseason
game lineup.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. So, I know, we're gonna watch a few quarter one or two of the game.
Oh, yeah.
And then you switch over to Twitch, man. We're gonna have a movie marathon.
Sweet.
So we got Giants at Patriots at 7, Titans at Ravens at 7:30. So those are the two games on
Sweet.
hip hop.
When the Eagles play, so I can see JD. They play Friday or Saturday.
They play Friday, 7:30.
Yes,
Jets and Eagles. Yeah. So we're gonna see Jordan pushing our linemen around into the bleachers.
Yeah, I'm definitely checking that out.
Yeah.
Looks like you want to hit them with those couple of those questions.
Yeah. So Queen City got 2. I got 2. So like we said, hip hop, man. All this week we got some hip hop sports trivia questions, and these are lyrics, right? These are bars.
Yeah.
And they have incorporated sports and hip hop into the bar. Yeah, Jamal, definitely looking into that, especially with the weather. As the weather's calming down, we're gonna get more people, on the internet as the weather changes. Well, I mean, it's been hot, so people been in the house, but I'm saying, when the seasons, there's more people online, the colder it gets, outside.
True.
So, well, I'm definitely gonna be looking to weekly movie nights. Definitely, DeMario. Thank you for bringing that up again. So the first lyric we got, y'all have to guess who spit the bar. All right, I'll throw it in the chat.
Okay.
So this lyric goes, I tell you when you look good and keep it right, then I'm as important to the shy as nigga Mike. So there's the bar right there. So what MC wrote that bar?
What MC? We'll see if anybody gets it. Then we got one clue.
DeMario. Yes, man.
Sir. Common got it.
Common sense now. Common
got it.
That bar. Word up.
All right, I'm gonna throw mine in the chat.
Do yours, yup.
All right.
And I'll copy it and put it on the thing.
All right, so I just threw it in the chat. Wait for it to pop up on y'all here. All right. Who dropped this bar? Stop giving juice to the Raiders, because Al Davis never paid us. Stud Rock jumping in.
Out of nowhere.
Stud Rock jumped in and got it.
Yay.
Yay.
Ice Cube, the legend Ice Cube. Oh, man, they got to do a versus with Ice Cube, bro. They got, whoever they do it with, that's something we can maybe talk about another day, maybe on the ground mode, but you got to do a versus with Ice Cube, bro.
Yes.
Word up. So, third one. Here goes mine.
Yeah.
The Nets could go for 82, and I look at you like this nigga gravy. Who wrote that bar?
Who wrote that bar?
B-Dub said the delay.
B-Dub said delay. Yeah, okay. Okay, B-Dub. Still Rock was quick on the draw.
Word. He unlurked.
Unlurked to answer that joint quick.
Word.
Make sure you bring Dale. He wrote his lyrics.
The Nets could go for 82. And I look at you like this nigga gravy. No one know that? No one got that one?
Know that?
Oh, damn. Oh, man. I give you, well, this hint will give it away if I say it. All right, I'll say this. I used to play it on YouTube, but then I couldn't for a reason.
Demario gonna get that quick.
Yeah.
Hardboy said beans, not beans.
Nope.
Still rock, stubborn like.
Yup. It's the 300%.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew Demario was gonna get it.
I was going. Once I said 300%, they would have got it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Queen City got the last one.
So the fourth and final one.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the chat now. Should pop up. They're running back. You think I had TJ Duckett with me? They running back. You think I had TJ Duckett with me?
That's the ball.
See who know that one.
I got a dope hint if they don't get it.
Yeah. Come on, B-Dub. That delay, you jump on that now. Nobody answering.
Don't know.
Still don't know. Chris don't know.
Huh? I give you a hint. Mike Tyson once used this word.
Yes, he did. Oh, speaking of that, we got to talk about him striking out about the movie on Hulu.
Oh, yeah. Hulu tried to do him dirty.
Yep. I know you and Cook's going to go in on that, too, but I want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. I saw he posted that shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, big up to Dana White.
Yeah. That was a great hint. Y'all don't got that one?
Damn.
Hardy boy putting his own bars in there. Come on, here's another hint. Y'all know who TJ Duckett played for in the NFL?
Hulu on that Lifetime bullshit.
Yeah, they are. They are. I knew something was wrong because dude did not look like him. I was like, he don't look like him. He gonna be 2 shades darker than me and playing Mike Tyson, dog. Like,
it's just ludicrous. It's just ludicrous. Ludicrous. TJ Duckett for Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Googled it, and maybe you would have got the hint.
Exactly.
Word.
Exactly. Luda.
So yeah, real quick, man. You don't want to piss off Mike Tyson, y'all. That's all I got to say. If I was the head of Hulu, I'd be like, yeah, we gonna need some extra security in the building for the next
security.
Security. Word. So Mike Tyson accuses Hulu of stealing his life story for new series. Heads will roll for this. So they developed it without his approval. Don't let Hulu fool you. I don't support this story about my life. They stole my story and didn't pay me. To the Hulu executives, I'm just an N-word they can sell on the auction block. Tyson also claimed that UFC President Dana White turned down an opportunity to promote the show, which stars Javante Rhodes. Hulu tried to desperately pay my brother Dana White millions without offering me $1 to promote their slave master takeover story about my life, which included a picture of him and White. He turned it down because he honors my friendship and treating people with dignity. I'll never forget what he did for me, just like I'll never forget what Hulu stole from me. Wow. Hulu declined to comment, of course.
Of course.
Damn, man. The Walt Disney Company owns a majority stake in the streaming platform. Damn, Disney, man. Y'all keep first. You got the Hulk looking like a bozo. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy because I ain't gonna lie. If I would have saw this trailer before that story, I probably would have been interested on watching it. I might have been interested on watching it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like the Lakers thing.
Yeah.
That was done without their approval.
Yeah.
It's well produced, man.
It's
I mean,
entertaining.
Like it, yeah.
It's gonna be entertaining.
This might have been the same way, but now that he done said that, I mean, I might not watch it, man.
Yeah, man.
So they said the general rule nationwide is that the First Amendment is going to control the narrative fiction, adding that writers are free to use the publicly known facts about a subject. The concept of life rights is really something of a misnomer because no one owns the facts that make up the narrative of their life. Wow.
Yeah, but to get his approval and input and pay him, it's gonna make it better.
Yeah.
He might tell you some stuff that you don't know. You know how much crazy stuff only Mike Tyson probably knows that he did?
That would make it even more. Yeah, so see, something like this might make a lot of people turn away from it.
Yeah.
Because I just thought about this now. They're going to throw in that shit about the conviction about the rape.
Oh, of course.
That he maintains that was consensual.
Of course.
Now, I'm not downing any woman that's something that's happened to them that really truly happened. But I'm like, man, go to a dude's hotel room at 3 a.m. Like, that's all I got to say. I don't want to get into it because it's touchy, but you know what I mean? They're throwing stuff in there that he wouldn't want approved in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Robin Givens. And that bozo in Canada, I think Stubb, I don't know. I know Stubb, you from Canada. If you know that dude, Tyson was promoting that series he was doing at Vegas. It was like a one-man stand. And the dude was like, yeah, because the guy, the mayor or somebody from Canada was supporting Tyson. So the comment, the interview was going to say to Tyson, yeah, so how do you feel that knowing that the mayor that's supporting you, knowing that he's in a race to become, to win the electoral race again, knowing that he's supporting you, knowing that you had the rape conviction, how do you feel? Yo, Tyson's whole demeanor went from like, he was like, yo, I don't think that, you bringing that up is any relevance to, what I'm doing here. So then his promoter that was standing next to Mike, sitting next to him, he jumped right in and goes, we don't want to really talk about that. We're here to talk about, the Mike Tyson serious thing.
Yeah.
And, second by second, Mike's demeanor's changed.
Yes, sir.
So then the commentator said something again. He was like, yeah, I really want to know that, how can you be a piece of shit bringing that up? And he was like, come on, Tyson, we're on live here. He goes, no, man. He goes, no. You're a real piece of shit bringing that up. I don't really, approve that you saying that.
Yeah.
And, we can't really curse. And, Tyson said it again. The dude was like, I really think, the interview was like over. He was like, yeah, well, fuck you then.
I've seen that. You can see his demeanor like, I'm not letting that go. You think I'm going to let that go just because the camera's live. No.
Yeah.
I'm not letting that go.
Bro.
I love, man, dude, that time period, man, that was my favorite, man. I love heavyweight boxing, man. Those fights, those 30-second fights, dog. When I was at Winston, we have everybody over for the fight party. I'd be like, it's over. Let's go to the party.
Yeah. Or I remember Jill Hilge. He was talking about, he got his popcorn. He sat down with his drink, looked up. What? It's over. He didn't even get to eat his food yet.
Love it, man.
Paying $10,000 for those seats.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
But they said all of the Hulu staff is they wearing earmuffs to work.
Yeah, earmuff gonna stop them teeth getting through there. Shout out to my son Malachi. My son Malachi.
What's up, Malachi?
Mod my son up.
What's up? Yeah, he definitely need to be modded up.
Word up. That's right. Might need to get every penny from Hulu.
They all win. They win earmuffs to work from now.
Oh man, shoot! They better strap on a damn helmet that got earmuffs attached to them. Yeah, that was hilarious. Holy shit! Everybody at work like this.
Huh? Say what?
Oh man.
Oh.
Yo, man. So, like we said, man, we got the football fantasies going down, yo. Payments need to be sent in by August 22nd. Nuke Diggy, he already talking that shit. He sent in the payment, and he was like, "Show me the money. King Kanye ain't got shit on me." So he already talking that ish. So get it in, y'all. $25 to register, $400 winner take all, $85 for the weekly payouts. That's $5 a week for 17 weeks. The draft is set for Tuesday, September 6th at 9 p.m. sharp.
Facts.
And we're gonna do the draft live stream it on YouTube. With us in the Zoom chat, man. We're gonna have fun with it.
No doubt.
Word. Yes, for PayPal, yes. Please put friends and family so they don't take out a fee. They take out that fee. Word. And then we got the 18 team Protect Your Neck Fantasy Football League. Payments need to be sent into Queen City G by the end of day on Monday, August 29th, to secure your spot. They give us time to 5 more players. $12 covers entry and end of season's dues for a payout of $180 for the winner. As soon as we have 18 players with entry fee, dues pay, Queen City will create the league and send out the invites. Draft is scheduled for Wednesday, September 7th, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Best protect your neck.
Protect your
neck, baby.
Word up.
Yeah, so right now I sent it to all 12 people in our league and 6 more people that wanted to be in it. So I need to start hearing back from people, especially people that are in the 12-team league that decide they don't want to do it. Let me know, because I got other people that's interested.
Word.
We're going to have 18.
Yep.
I've been talking to people about this. They was like, oh, heck yeah.
Word. And I'm gonna shoot that email to my brother-in-law, sister's husband, because he was when I was first telling him about the fantasy league, he was like, oh man, he said I get in it, but I was like, oh, it's already filled to 12. But I told him about the the knockout one. He was like, is that a team thing? I said, no, I said it's different. I said, I got all the particulars, so I'll send you the whole, that email you sent, details the whole how it works. So and if he wants to get
send it to him, because we need to have 18, man. If somebody that's on that email, it went out to exactly 18 people. Wow. So somebody don't want to do it, we need to replace them, because in order to start week 1, if we do last man standing, you got to have 18 people.
Wow.
If we have 17 people, we won't be able to start to the next week.
Yeah.
Because you want to have one person being cut each week.
Word.
So the only thing I want you to do once season start is you got to get the sound effect that RZA used for the guillotine.
Oh, okay. Word.
Every week when we announce whoever it is, we got to put their name up there.
Oh, I'm hurt. My neck. Then off with your head.
And I'm praying it ain't me. Dude, as long as I just don't get cut the first week, man.
Word.
Dude, it can happen though. If your star players get hurt or something like that happen, you get cut the first week. Please just don't let me get cut the first week.
Word.
Somebody got to go though the first week.
Don't forget, we still got the HBCU gear on sale, sweaters, got hoodies. It's going to be hoodie seasons coming before you know it. When they say it's a hot summer, that means it's going to be a cold winter. So get yours. Word up. Appreciate y'all, man, tuning in, y'all. Once again, you know, we do it every Monday. Fullblast Fanatics. Big shout out to the homie Queen City G. And yeah, man, Queen City, man, we're gonna get up, bro. Y'all, I got another one of my homies just moved to North Carolina, man. He's about 20 minutes from Charlotte.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be like a pinball when I come up there, man. I'm like you, him, Reboot, James Green, my pops, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I'll let you know, man.
Just let me know, dog. You know you always got a place to stay. You ain't Tigers, dog. Anytime.
Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, yo, this Saturday though, you know, it's my born day.
Yes, indeed. Yo.
I'll be coming through, man. I might not be coherent.
Do. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, yes, sir.
This Saturday, word. I'm
Yes,
trying
sir.
to get I gotta get a flyer made up for it and everything, but it's just for the show itself. But yeah.
Word.
Through CG Saturday. Word up.
No doubt.
Yo, and it's in line with hip hop all week too. So it's
Yes,
only
sir.
fitting. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Only fitting. So all week, y'all, hip hop week celebration for hip hop birthday on Thursday, 49 years. We already got the 50th anniversary tea in advance going down. So
No doubt.
salute y'all.
No doubt.
Thank y'all for tuning in once again to the
Appreciate
tribe. Word up.
Yeah.
West Coast.
Salute, man. Thanks y'all tuning in.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
See you soon, bro.
See y'all on the next one.
All right.
Peace. FBT for life.
For life.
Word up.